Hey, this is Father George Corrigan bringing you some Sunday thoughts for the 22nd Sunday in Ordinary Time here on the 28th of August, the year 2022. A little different than my normal Sunday thoughts. I'm basically going to tell you a story and leave you with your own thoughts about humility. It's a story from my time in Kenya. I was in Parakia Moyum Takatifu, Sacred Heart. It was, about 14,000 people in the parish. It was a great parish. Irish Palatine priest, myself, there. We had 5 churches and probably 10, 12 masses on a weekend. But fortunately, Nairobi area was a little Vatican, so you could always find priests that were attached to the seminary that would help us out for the priests with the masses. But, lots of stuff going on, especially during the week. But one of the things Father Noel asked me if I could do a burial service for one of the women from Katina, a lovely woman named Miriam. I didn't know her well, but I knew enough. I knew her. I could see her, would talk to her along the way, kind of anything you need. No, she never needed anything. She was one of those kinds of, just older than old. She could have been 40 or she could have been 90. You just couldn't tell the difference. Life was tough. But anyway, Miriam died, passed away, and she was being buried in the Langata, in basically the public paupers graveyard. And in Langata, when they do that, if you got 10 burials for the day, boom, boom, boom. They just dig 10 graves right next to each other. And it's first come, first serve. So if you get there early, you can take one of the spots and off you go. So when you drive into the Langata Cemetery, there's all people gather all around and kind of gathering. And as someone drove me over there, I go, oh look, there's about 10 people over there. That must be the folks that are here with Miriam. And the man who was the chairman of the parish, he just laughed and said, no, it's over there. There must have been 200 or 300 people. And I'm thinking, holy guacamole, who was Miriam? Well, I sort of realized why at this point, but let me just continue to tell you the story. So we did a graveside service, and then we went back under the trees and kind of this natural evolving kind of picnic. And people kind of came up to give testimonials of the way in which they knew her, conversations in which they had. And what you have to understand is sort of, if you're looking at social structure, well, Miriam's like at the bottom, as poor as can be. And yet, people that are present there are representative from the parliament was there. And he knew Miriam had stories about her. People that I knew had important jobs in government around the area, they had stories of exchanges with Miriam. And there were the first lady of the first president of Kenya, Mama Kenyatta. She was in attendance at the burial. All of these people knew this woman who was just as poor can be. Now, at some level, most people did not know her as Miriam. They knew her as Mama Shanga. In translation and into English would be Mama Moonshiner. Yes, you heard me right, Moonshiner. She made the best hooch in the Katina district and provided her livelihood through that, but people knew her. And so you could say, well, lots of people showing up to pay honor and homage to the best moonshiner in the district? Probably not. But what is it about Miriam that everyone from highborn to important to some of the street people with her, they all centered and gravitated toward this woman who was as humble as could be, as I knew her? And what is it about humility, true humility, even if we can't define it, that draws us toward them, regardless of their status or situation in life? And here's the thought I'd leave you with. Who are the people in your life, the Mama Shangas, the Miriam, that you just instinctively know, this person is humble, this person has attributes that I'd like to emulate? Something to think about. and maybe we can adjust and modify our lives to follow suit. Now, if you want to hear a more standard homily, I'll leave my link in the notes below to what I'll probably give in church on Sunday. But those are my Sunday thoughts, and I hope they enjoin for you even more Sunday thoughts. Amen.